Alec, we got to go fast on this review. We only got a couple of minutes. I'm gonna be quick
No, we
about
gotta
it.
go. We could do a 120-minute review.
120-minute review. That's
Still have
real
some
quick.
Still had some popcorn in here,
Yeah.
So, my Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, that's
I'm
nice.
a shill.
That's
I could have gotten like a huge one that's like that you could carry a small child in, but I was like, why? Why would you need that? Yeah, like a tub. It's like a big tub of popcorn. Like
nice.
I got one at the Rise of Skywalker, and I don't think I finished that popcorn for like. I think I threw that popcorn away, and I don't even know if I made it through half of it. And that was after multiple days of eating that popcorn. So, we're here to talk about.
Well, they asked me if I wanted a Minions pin, and I was like, I'm good, thanks.
Wait, really? Are you actually serious though? You want Minions pin?
I think that's what it was. Look, because they had a huge bag of popcorn, and they dressed it up like a minion. Like it was.
I'm so sorry.
It was actually a pretty nice bag of popcorn, huge, it was like perfectly minion shaped, and they had the little goggles on and stuff.
But
like,
why
you
though?
Want a pin? I don't know.
You want a pin that looks like a minion? Not really. Dang it! I always have that strand of hair. It's bothering me. No, go get up.
Welcome to the channel. If you're new,
yeah.
we talk about a lot of different things, from movies to video games and television. We review, we discuss, we have a lot of fun times. And previously, we did review Sonic the Hedgehog back before 2 years ago.
Before the dark times, it was like the last. It was like the last movie. It was one of the last videos we did before COVID hit.
But famously, I did not. I swayed from public opinion there for sure. Well, I didn't know public opinion when it came out, and I did not like that movie at all. And I feel like I kind of talked you down a little bit too. Like our score was pretty low.
Yeah, I think I gave it a 7 if memory serves.
And I gave it a 5.
Yeah.
But I meant to rewatch it going into this to see if I could get any more appreciation out of it or not. But so I'm still not sure.
I watched it again. I would probably keep it right around there, maybe a 7.5. I mean, it's like that doesn't mean I hate it by any means. Because I think it's very fun. The first film is still a really enjoyable film. Because I showed it to some people who didn't get to see it, and they all really enjoyed it. Yeah, it's a wacky, goofy, silly, fun romp.
Now, are you feeling better or worse about Sonic the Hedgehog 2?
Better. It's better. It's better in basically every way.
I think it's much better for me.
Better in almost every single way. I thought this. If you were wondering, like, it didn't feel like there's enough Sonic necessarily, like enough game stuff in the first movie. Boy, hold on to your seats. There sure is a whole lot in this one, and I was a massive. There's like plenty of fan service for the eagle-eyed viewers. Fan service that's part of the plot. But I just love how well they made it feel like the games in a weird way. I mean, yeah, you still have like Jim Carrey, you still have
freaking so they do the weird things where you still bring some of the weird energy from the first movie, like when they went to the place and had a dance off.
Yeah,
that was very much the original vibe.
That was but
it felt very similar actually to the place they went the first movie.
It was, except this one was in Siberia instead.
But it was still the same thing. Like everybody looks over and everybody's like, but they were legit. They were legit going to throw them into the fire.
Yeah, they were legit going to just
like,
murder them.
Weird animals. Okay, let's chuck them into the fire, watch them burn alive. But by the end, haha, we're having a dance off. No, we're going to burn them alive. They didn't say one random phrase at the right time. So that kind of stuff I'm not a huge fan of still. That weird. It's like, okay.
It is a weird energy, but like
it's weird.
To me, the part about it that I think is so fun and weird is like, this isn't a Sonic the Hedgehog movie.
Yeah.
Like there's just something that just this feels like starkly silly and like they know kind of thing about like how like
this was there's no way they took that seriously. Yeah. They literally had people make way for this random dude who walked up Just like shirtless, ready to do this dance off. And
Yeah, it was very very over the top. I guess you could say there's other several over the top moments. So basically everything with his friend whose name I can't remember.
Whose friend?
Basically, the live action
James Marsden.
Yeah, not James Marsden, but no, James Marsden. That's right. Yeah, him and that whole sequence. I really like, by the way, how they. I guess we're just to let you know we're going to be going full spoilers. I thought the movie was better. Just general thoughts. Yeah. I thought the movie was definitely better. Definitely an improvement. Really looking forward to more films in the series as well.
I don't know if you really need to see the first one to see this one, unless
I don't think so.
You really want to appreciate the backstory on Rachel before her and see how her personality was really shaped in that film. But
oh, geez, okay. Anyway, I liked how they tied the B plot to the A plot. I knew it was going to happen at some point. Like it kind of has to. Feels like it would be too random if it didn't, but like I did like how those tied together. I was actually very pleasantly surprised when they're like, "Oh yeah, our name is Gun," and I'm like, "Oh my god, Gun is in this game." I was like immediately right there. I was like, "Shadow the Hedgehog. Shadow the Hedgehog is going to show up at some point." That's what they're building up to, because if Gun is involved, that's what that means. And sure enough, there's a teaser at the very end of the film for Shadow the Hedgehog, and I was very happy. But tying that sort of in with like in-universe stuff, just that whole everything in Hawaii was just like goofy.
That was very goofy. Yeah,
it was very goofy.
It was it felt like such a random side like B plot here, and then it's like it went from that. My brother called it when he grabbed the wrong ring. He's like, oh, he probably got the other ring right.
Yeah. And then, I thought that too. Yeah. I was like, yeah, I see that coming. Yeah.
And then it go over the top, ruining the wedding like every way possible, and then just explosion, and then after that it was all a fake wedding. I'm like, what in the world?
Yeah, that's yeah. I like the double ploy there, the double kind of twists where it's like, oh, we know it's gonna happen.
Shamar Moore is here, and but he broke the one rule you never break in undercover work. Fell in love.
Yeah.
Very little cliche there, but
yeah, it was. But the movie knew it. The movie really knew that.
But it felt like a different movie at times. Like when they had the dramatic, like slow motion, like dramatic Rachel shots of Rachel, like with the explosion and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, what in the world? I'm watching a different movie now.
I was kind of there for it, just because of how bizarre it was.
But I was like, wow, this is Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Yeah, I know. That's exactly what I was thinking when it was happening, and I kept laughing because I was like, this is Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and this is the whole side plot.
So much time focused on her like trying to chase down her husband. Like
it's still at the same time, it was still like, despite the fact that there was time spent on that, it felt very subdued in terms of the rest of the story, which was about Eggman finds a way back to the Earth from his weird Mushroom Hill experience. He's able to summon Knuckles and some other weird warrior things that I guess Knuckles was following or fighting.
The elephant in the room, Knuckles, the echidna.
The elephant, the echidna in the room. I loved Knuckles so much.
I love Knuckles too.
It was so Knuckles has always been one of my favorite like himbos. He's kind of like he's kind of the muscular, kind of dumb, but gosh darn, does he mean well? You know, like I've liked Knuckles a lot, and he was brilliantly voiced by Idris Elba. Idris Elba did a spectacular job.
Some of the scenes, I'm like, Jesus Christ, this guy.
Yeah. I think one of my favorite bits was like, he was like, I will destroy those things. How dare you even? Oh, the stairs. So he just like walks up the.
He had a lot of funny moments there. The freaking reading the text messages. dot. dot dot.
It's like, doctor,
So
why are we teamed up with this guy?
Knuckles was killer. He was like the perfect comedic mold for, like playing the straight guy, who's like, but just like the perfect like dry humor from that. And
For
then
sure.
Jim Carrey,
Just
was
again tapping into the manic, wild, weird energy that he had in the 90s.
Yeah.
And it feels like he's never missed a beat from that. Like he hasn't done that in so long, and then it's like taps right back into that with this role, and he looks like he's having the time of his life.
He has so many great lines, and he's just like bringing so much energy to it. Just like so many times, it was funny stuff.
Yeah.
Like if you what was it? If you don't know how to floss, you'll be lost without me.
Yeah, he has like
random lines that catch
lots
you
of
off guard.
Yeah, lots of like little like rhymes or puns and stuff like that. Like he was just he was clearly having a good time. Ben Schwartz, again, phenomenal. Really gets Sonic.
Yeah, he wasn't on my nerves as much this time, but still, he still had moments.
Still had moments. It's just he's like Sonic, man. Okay, but Tails, honestly,
yeah,
I'm so happy. I'm so happy that they didn't because they did celebrity cast Sonic and they celebrity cast Knuckles, but I'm really happy that they just picked Colleen O'Shaughnessy to do Tails' voice. She's been doing it for like over a decade now. She's been doing it not since the beginning of when Tails had a voice, but she's been doing it for like, I want to say since like Sonic X. Like I think that TV show, I think from then on, I think she's been the voice of Tails. And she's so good at it. Just get the little brother kind of like we used energy a lot here. There's a lot of energy in this movie. Yeah, chaos energy. Getting that sort of like the little brother vibe that Tails always gives off, because that's basically both in practice in Sonic 2, which is like you give the second Genesis controller to your little brother. You're like, yeah, you can play as Tails, and you can just like, you don't lose rings. It's hard to keep up with Sonic, but you can attack things and also help me get places. So, both in real life, it's like the little brother character, but also that's Tails' whole character, is that he just looks up to Sonic so much. He's like, oh, I'm your biggest fan, basically. But getting all the like technology stuff involved, the biplane shows up. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. I feel like a fake Sonic fan. But that showing up at the end, I was really happy about that. There's just a lot of great stuff. I love her performance, was great too. I thought everybody did a good, fun job.
Yeah, I really didn't know how they were gonna work these characters into it, because going into it, I'm like, okay, but it's not really Sonic. It's not like a movie set in the Sonic universe, like, because I had only seen the first movie. I'm like, how are you gonna integrate? The whole thing was it's a fish out of water thing with Sonic. So how are you gonna integrate Knuckles and Tails and have it work? But it worked really well. Actually, they worked really well. So and now I'm excited to see the gang in the next movie.
Yeah,
kind of established that well.
They did. Yeah, they did a really good job with that. I like the fact that Knuckles' arc in Sonic 3 was basically the arc that he had in this movie. He was working with Eggman because Robotnik basically tells him like, "Hey, Sonic is here to steal the emerald, so you gotta to work with me. I'll help you protect it." When in actuality, that was Robotnik's whole thing, and he's actually the one that destroys. That destroys Angel Island. He's the one that, and so Knuckles has a change of heart when he realizes that he's been betrayed by Robotnik, and it's like, yeah, he just wants to protect his legacy. He's the last of the Echidnas, so it's
there's a rivalry against the Long Claws.
The Long Claws,
of course. Yeah. So I knew had to make a dramatic return in Sonic the Hedgehog 2. The owl people.
After their extremely prevalent role in the first film.
Who said? They said sounds like the echidnas and the owls have been fighting for centuries, like Vin Diesel and The Rock.
I said that was a very timed joke. Like that, timely. Like that is really like it's obvious. Like, okay, maybe it's not like the most. It's not like on top of everyone's mind right this second, but that's only been in the last it's only really come to light in the last year, really. Like they've always kind of had this thing, but like now it's like the fight has been like way more like, oh, I'm not even gonna be in the next Fast movie because of so it's like.
And Sonic said, like, "Oh, great, the Winter Soldier."
Yeah, that one made me laugh. I was like,
"There's so many. There are a few lines I wrote down. What was another one? Oh, okay. So the part I didn't really like was when Rachel said, "Snow, my God," when Snow started coming out of the ring and ruining her wedding.
Oh yeah, I didn't like that either.
I'm like, this is actually a serious situation for you. This is not a joke. What are you talking about?
Yeah, what are you saying? What are you saying? Snow, my God.
Never, ever.
Snow, my God. Yeah, that was
Snow,
like.
my God, when a magical ring teleports snow and ruins your wedding.
Yeah, that's a much more serious moment than she seemed to make it.
And then they launched She launched the guy with a gadget.
Oh my God! That I was dying because of that bit.
I was like, please just let him be dead off screen. But of course, they made him somehow be alive.
That made me so happy. I was so happy they didn't just cut away from that because it was like in the middle of a scene where two characters walk, and then it was all like like crashes on a table.
Much rather I like the idea that she just murdered a guy.
Murdered a guy. Yeah, I guess. I mean, I'm fine with both.
That guy should be dead. He launched high, so far.
Yeah. but just for the little punchline at the end, I don't know. It's fun. I enjoyed it for that.
Another great quote that came at the end from Knuckles was, "I'm not mixed up. I have steely focus and I'm complex, and that's a lot for some people." It's good stuff. And then the Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, they were kind of a badass team in the end there. I liked Sonic was like, your power, your smarts, and my speed. We got this.
Like, I like that's the dream team right there. I liked all the little, like, obviously there's like the establishing hero shot that they do, but then the one where they're all like running, I love that one too. I was that's great.
Good stuff in there, yeah.
Yeah.
And then they had the whole supersonic moment and supersonic chili dogs. That was a good moment.
Yeah.
Where he was like, Knuckles.
Yeah.
Knuckles is like, what did he say?
It's something like the power of the Master Emerald changed him. Like he's no longer the Hedgehog you knew, or something like that. And then makes a chili dog appear and eats it. Like, yes, Sonic is still there.
It's exactly the Hedgehog you knew.
Yeah.
Also, Eggman said, "I did some things, you did some things. There are good people on both sides."
Yeah, I got that. I got that reference. Yeah. There's some of the little like Easter egg stuff that I liked was the coffee shop is called Mean Bean.
Yeah.
And I was like, they don't have to put any more, and they didn't. I was like, you don't have to put any more emphasis on it. You'd be like, hey, run your Mean Bean machine or something like that. They didn't say anything like that. I got it just for Mean Bean. I get it. It's Mean Bean Machine. I'm terrible at that game, by the way. I've never been good at Puyo Pop, so that's what Mean Bean Machine basically is. So yeah, I like that. The thing about Knuckles and grapes, that's like never come up in the games. That's like a deep cut. With Knuckles talking about Knuckles' favorite food is grapes. So that's like, that doesn't really, I don't even know if they talk about that in the games ever.
Probably not.
But it's that's kind of a deep cut of like the hardcore Sonic fans get that. I mean, I did like the fact that we had a snowboard sequence in this game. Ice Cap Zone is like one of people's that's like an iconic Sonic 3 level. So the fact that we had like that kind of playing out there was really great. I knew once they went to Siberia, I was like, all right, gotta have some snowboarding, please. Like that's gotta happen. And sure enough, they did not disappoint in that regard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just liked all the different like fun like it was an adventure movie basically. They went to a bunch of like neat locations and fought larger than life bosses. I like the big the death egg robot was great. I like that. They incorporated old
right.
like a very design. I don't know how to describe it. It felt very gamey and in the best way. Yeah, I don't know. As someone who enjoys Sonic for better and for worse, it is a marriage after all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this movie was really fun.
Yeah, I think it was much better than the first one. The minor things I didn't like, or nitpicks for me, was I felt like they underplayed Sonic's speed at some points. Like I couldn't believe when Sonic tried to punch Eggman. Eggman walked out of the way for the dramatic reveal of Knuckles. I'm like, how did Eggman just dodge that punch from Sonic? He should have got him so quick.
He knew it was coming.
And then like there was a point where Knuckles was able to hold off Sonic at his super speed, crazy spin ball, and then he couldn't hold off a car. Like he got messed up by a car. I'm like, wouldn't Sonic? My brother was mentioning this too. Wouldn't Sonic be more powerful than a car, like at that speed?
But I think the problem was that like he just kind of let the car hit him. I don't think he realized what it was. That's kind of what I got from that, because he literally like he didn't even put a fist up. He literally just like let it hit him, because he like looked over and then it's like and he just like he just hits him.
He just didn't react in time, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I get from that. It was like I don't think he knew what it was or something, because I mean he doesn't know anything about Earth really. So
I thought it was funny though. He left money on the shelf for like to get some Oreo thins.
Yeah,
I'm like, all right, Sonic, that is not how money works. That store is not getting that money. Like he's probably paying for everything that way, just dropping money wherever he gets it, and like
he's like,
someone's picking it up every time.
This is not how money works, man.
I thought it was funny how Sonic was so annoyed by being like, I didn't ask for a dad, or when he was talking to James Marsden's character, like I didn't want a dad, I want a friend. I don't feel like being supervised. I'm like, you're literally subjecting yourself to being supervised. You could run out of there. You could go wherever you want at any time. And you even have the special ring portal, which is kind of dope.
He could, but I think that is like, yeah, they're giving me a place to live. They care about him. There's friends, but he didn't like, he was looking more for like, yeah, I understand, rather than, hey, you need to do this instead. So like, I get that in the sense that like I know whenever like when I'm like talking to friends or whatever, and I'm not necessarily looking for advice, and then when I'm just like venting or whatever, and then people give me advice, and I'm just like, bro, I wasn't asking. If I asked for advice, I would have asked for advice. I was not asking for advice. I was just venting. Don't tell me what to do, or So sometimes I get that sort of like feeling. I'm assuming that's what they meant, because yeah, I mean, just what you just said is like, yeah, if he really.
But I thought that ring portal was dope though. I like the whole setup, like you were at an airport. But
cute.
Like they just get to go on vacation or wherever they want. Just go there.
Yeah.
Anytime.
That's great.
Yeah.
Give me that technology.
And my last comment was that I wrote in the beginning when Eggman was on the Mushroom Planet. It gave me like how the Grinch Stole Christmas vibes. Where they kind of like the he did like a similar thing with how when Jim Carrey played the Grinch, how he would do his like have this mechanism set up for things, and he was like making his own friends and all that. So it gave me very similar vibes, especially since it was Jim Carrey in both of those roles. But yeah.
Yeah, I get that. I think my nitpick is the deputy character.
Oh.
Yeah. That's one of my in like comedy writing, those characters are such a fine line between being like actually funny and honestly really cringe. And he leaned more in the cringe territory a lot of the time. But one of my favorite comedy bits, it's something that's so cliche. But it makes me laugh every time. And it's like, it's the like when someone makes a statement like, oh, like, don't worry. He has absolutely 100% vision of where he's going. Hard cut. I have absolutely no idea where I'm going. That's one of my favorite comedy tropes. I love it. It's always made me laugh ever since I was a kid. And it still makes me laugh. It's stupid, but I like it. In comedy writing, it's always the same thing. It depends like how it's portrayed. But oftentimes, like when people are overstating how much they like despise or hate somebody, and then they come into frame like right behind them, and like they're standing right behind me, aren't they? Because like that doesn't usually happen in real life, but it's funny because it could happen in real life. I guess in a manner of speaking, that has happened. I guess when you're talking about somebody, and then they're like, "Hey, what's up?" And they're like, "Oh, sorry." But anyway.
So all in all, I thought it was much better than the first one. It's still not like excellent. Like there's still weird, the mix between the weird energy of the dance off stuff, and then there's like the wedding B plot. That one character, and I wasn't a huge fan of Eggman's dude, his henchman guy.
His henchman?
Like he's alright, but
yeah, he's okay. Yeah.
But then whenever it went to him, I was like, kind of okay, yada yada. This, I'll get back. I want to see. Like Eggman on the screen is always good stuff. Knuckles, good stuff. And that whole dynamic from that is good. And a lot of great references and stuff.
For sure.
But do you have a score in mind? Out of 10.
Yeah, I think I do. I think I might. I'm gonna surprise even myself. I think with this one because I'm gonna give it an 8. Which is higher than Detective Pikachu. I feel like I need to go back and watch Detective Pikachu again because I feel like I might. They're pretty even in my mind, but I think this just edges it out. Again, recency bias probably doesn't hurt.
Very much on the cusp there. That's where it was between 7.5 and 8 actually.
Yeah. It's not perfect movie by any means. Like if you're looking for like a masterpiece, my 8 is not like telling like this movie is excellent in many ways. It's like no, it's fun, and sometimes that's all I want in a movie. I just want fun escapism,
And like they have some great one-liners and some genuinely funny moments, but there's also some stupid writing in it too, like Snow My God. So
they can't all be winners, I guess, So
yeah. So yeah, I was there too. I was kind of like thinking the same realm, like comparing this to Detective Pikachu. I'm like.
Yeah, because Detective Pikachu is still kind of like the high watermark for me in terms of game
Pikachu
adaptations.
Like when I think back to it, I'm not like excited to watch it again, but I'm like it was good. This one, I don't know, it could be very comparable, but I think I'll also give it an 8 out of 10. Yeah, actually,
I'm curious as to I thought they were supposedly making more Pokemon related stuff, but I haven't heard anything about that. Everything's all on that Mario movie, which I'm still kind of worried about.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun time though. That one.
I mean, hey, that cast list, Chris Pratt, whatever. Chris Pratt is Chris Pratt. I love him. Some people hate him. I don't really get why, because he seems like a really genuinely nice person. But he's also in everything, so I guess I get people are tired of him or whatever. But the rest of the cast list is pretty stellar. I mean, freaking Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong. I'm here for that. So anyway, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, very fun. 8 out of 10.
Tarqaron score 8 out of 10.
I think I think they may have missed the opportunity now because Knuckles has already been introduced. I was thinking it would be fun if the third movie was called Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
Yeah.
Because I think the focus is going to be a lot more on Shadow the Hedgehog. I don't think they can do that.
Yeah, like they went with the whole Sonic 2 branding for this one, but obviously we're completely letting go of that when we go into Sonic 3 and his Shadow is here.
Which, hey,
That'll be wild though.
rival Hedgehog.
You're just gonna keep adding new characters. Every movie's gonna be hectic. Are they gonna do more past 3? Is actually my question.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like they're building out like a universe. I mean, they've talked about like you're the fastest thing in the whole galaxy. It's supposed to be like the fastest thing in the world, but now it's like he's a whole galaxy. And I mean, we were talking about like different planets and stuff. So they could theoretically have a lot of weird and wild elements from all across
the whole cast involved in some
freaking Big the Cat. I want to say I'm not gonna sleep until I see Big the Cat on the big screen.
No way, I can't.
No, there's no way he's gonna show up. There's no way.
There's no way.
I think there's.
We're gonna say there's no way until there's an epic trailer for Sonic 3 that shows a hint of Big the Cat is also gonna be in Sonic 3. And it's gonna break the internet.
I mean, I feel like. I mean, Big the Cat. Do you think Big the Cat or
Silver
or Charmy the Bee has a? Oh God!
Charmy
no! Do you think Charmy Bee has a better chance of being in a movie?
I want Charmy Bee to have an epic at the end of Sonic 3 post-credits scene.
Charmy the Bee, and so then I can post the clip of Aaron screaming, "Charmy! It's Charmy the Bee!"
Oh my God!
When he shows up,
bring the whole cast of Sonic Heroes while we're at it.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
The whole Sonic Riders gang.
Friggin' the Sonic, the weird bird people. That's actually what I thought when at the beginning of the movie, because the people were wearing like bird masks, and I was like, are this gonna be like the bird people from Sonic Riders? And it doesn't seem like they were. So, but
I can't wait till Sonic 4. It's just gonna escalate quickly. Sonic 3 Shadow, Sonic 4 Big the Cat. Sonic 5 Silver's here.
Silver the Hedgehog. Yeah, we're gonna go time travel, baby. That's what we got.
It's like we lost sight of this somewhere.
Can you imagine?
Rachel is still going on trying to find a husband.
Hey, we have a precedent of all these characters in the real world, so I guess Sonic 06 could theoretically be a thing now, right?
Sonic 06, and it's really a janky movie. Not well made.
If they get that high up into them, they can actually call that one Sonic 06. Yeah. Oh no, because that's not even the title of that game. That's just what we all call it.
Rachel will still be up to her antics in Sonic 06.
Yeah. And her poor daughter is just going to be
cut from Space Planet with Silver and Charmy the Bee to Seattle.
Blaze the Cat. Blaze the Cat. Yeah.
Cut to Hawaii, where she's trying again to get married.
Blaze the Cat and Rouge the Bat.
Rouge the Bat.
The Rouge better not show up in this. Rouge is too lewd for the Sonic films.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Amy Rose. Will we get Sonic that love interest that he so desperately needs?
And hear me out on this. Will we give her more of a personality trait than girl?
No,
that's certainly not. They gave her a personality in Sonic Boom.
I didn't peep that.
In the TV series, they gave her a personality. I haven't actually watched the show, but the clips I've seen,
Sonic she has Boom, more of a Rise of Lyric.
She has more of a personality than I am girl. I am the girl. I like shopping. I am girl. I like Sonic. I am girl. I like pink. She doesn't have much more of a personality than that.
Knuckles punches.
And Chopper's doctrine.
You should have Will Smith play Knuckles.
So anyway, leave your feedback down. Check the link below. Click
the link below and leave us some feedback, and then click all the other links for our social media. All right, subscribe to the channel, like the video, all that. What video would you recommend our viewers watch after this, Alex?
Well, go see our pre-pandemic Sonic the Hedgehog review.
You can't watch anything pre-pandemic on this channel. It's outdated.
It is kind of outdated, but
you can't watch it. It's weird.
It is a different world. Isn't it weird? There was something that I was looking back at like 2019. I was like, wow, that feels like it was like 15 years ago.
It's weird to watch stuff especially like January 2020.
Yeah.
Idiots. Why are we breathing on each other?
There's a great meme, speaking of which, that I saw today, though, that was like, want to see me beat out a major comic book movie? And it's Sonic the Hedgehog with Birds of Prey. I was like, want to see me do it again? It's Morbius. Yeah. So anyway,
we did get a meow from Sonic this movie too.
Meow. That was a good callback. That was a good callback because boy, the first freaking trailer, man.
First time we heard meow was a
First
very
time
disturbing time for all of us.
It was, yeah.
Boy.
All
right. Sonic is dirty, by the way. Like physically, I noticed like he's never like a clear blue. He's like kind of dirty.
Okay.
That's an issue I have with the film.
He's a dirty boy.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for watching, guys.
All right.
On to the next Sonic thing. We need more Sonic in our lives.
Oh, we always do.